What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and today I'm excited to play some College Hoops 2K8. This is my number 2 favorite game of all time, just in terms of enjoyment and the amount of hours I've put into it. Outside of 06, I have sunk so much into this game it's not even funny. But it's been several years since I played it, and I about forgot a lot of my settings and what I liked, in particular. So today what I want to do is, instead of just doing an overview, that would take forever because there's so much to this game. What I would like to do is go right to an exhibition game, and we'll just cover some of that. All of my settings from there. So what we can do out of the gate, I'll just go ahead and pick Tennessee. They're my favorite team and such. And we can go up against, I don't know. We can pick just some random team. We can do one from, looks like Gonzaga. This year, that particular season, Tennessee was really, really good. We had a lot of talent. Bruce Pearl was there. I think that was the year we went to the Elite Eight, if I'm not mistaken. So we had a really solid team. But we can go up against Gonzaga. That's fine. Now, what we can do is go to game options, and let's just look here. I like to play on All-American. If I'm not mistaken, that's where I always played it at. Do game speed. I think I had that set at 60. Half length, I've always done it at 15 minutes. I've always got realistic stats and scores off of that for years. I've never went away from the 15 minutes. I've always liked that. Player energy on, injuries, all this other stuff I can show you a little bit later on. But home playbook, I was always a big fan of the stack set in general. A lot of the plays in this game aren't all that great because they're kind of slow. But I like the original setup of the stack offense. This other stuff I'm okay with. So let's back out of here. I'm not worried about adjusting the lineup and such. We can worry about that when we get into the game. So let's get right into it. Now, what you're going to notice is probably some screen tearing and stuff. I'm still trying to work on the back-end stuff of the emulator. That's what I'm using, is an RPCS3 emulator. But the graphics still look really strong. We can watch this preview. Oh man, this brings back so many memories. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay. I do not have the roster set up for this, and I'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. I got to work on some shading issues. Let's see what else it shows. All right, let's just get into it here. Now, before we get into the tip-off, let's talk about some things. Let's go back to options and gameplay. This gives you a rough idea of what I like to do. Again, I always want to do on simulation. All-American, for what I remember, that's what I always played it on. I just don't remember ever playing on MOP, but if I play a lot more of this, especially for the channel, over time, if I feel like things are getting too easy, then I can definitely move it up. Game speed at 60. For some reason, I feel like I had player speed at 60 as well. Player lock, I always had that off for normal situations. Whenever I try to do a my player mode, that mode isn't actually in this game, but I kind of created it. I may try to cover that one day. But real player free throw percentage, fatigue, injuries, team unity, I've kept that on. 6-man, I turned that off. That never really made much of a difference. You can see some of these other things that I have kept on. But again, it's been so long, I don't remember if I had some of these off or on. If you go to rules, a couple things that I did turn off was like 3 seconds in the key and 5 seconds closely guarded. I always noticed that the CPU was having trouble with that over the years, so I always remember turning that off. Let's see. I don't remember ever fooling around with these. Goaltending, I think I may have actually left off because you have some weird goaltending issues at times in this game. But for now, I'll leave that on. Game sliders, for right now, I have everything at 50. I remember fooling around with some of this in the past. Like, for example, I do remember this game in general, the players always struggled with layups a lot of times, but for some reason, I don't remember moving this around a whole lot, even for the CPU. I wish I had written all that stuff down years ago, but I didn't. But there are a ton of sliders. You can go nuts with this. Another issue I always had, and I think I finally figured out a way around it, is the energy. I've always felt like the substitutions, like players, it would take them forever to get back up and going, to get ready to go and play. or the fatigue was really quick. I remember some of that stuff. I just don't remember where I had these at. But again, I've kept everything at 50 on both sides. Presentation, this gives you just a rough idea of kind of what I like to do here. I've always kept all this stuff on. I'm having problems with the free throws. For whatever reason, the right joystick isn't working for me. I'm going to turn the routines off. They got redundant. Free throw camera off. But you're supposed to use the right joystick when you do your free throws. But for whatever reason, it hasn't been working for me lately. Cutscenes, I can leave them on for now. I think I had them off in the past because they kind of messed up with my flow with things when I'm playing. When it comes to volume, you guys may have to tell me on your end if something is too loud or you can't hear me when I'm playing. It just kind of depends on what's going on there. The ticker, I don't really care. The camera, I always done broadcast. I know a lot of players now like to do the 2K view where it's, you're looking behind your player and such, but I've always enjoyed the broadcast mode, especially it feels like I'm watching a game, and I always just got used to that, so that's what I'm going to stick with in this game for sure. Controller setup, I always remember having this on C. For whatever reason, it's not saving for me, but I remember having this on C. It didn't change a whole lot. You can tell between A and C, it is the hop step circle is kind of a little bit different on C, but either way, there's not much difference. Okay, another thing we can do is go to coaching settings. Now, here is where this is a rabbit hole when it comes to this game. There are so many types of offenses and tempos and stuff that you can do that a lot of it really works. As much time as I put into this game, I've tried a little bit of everything, and you can run a slow down half-court offense. You can go up-tempo. You can do the Paul Westhead type stuff. You can do a little bit of in-between. A lot of this stuff really affects things on how players get up and down the court and such. And it just kind of depends on like what my mood is at the time or what I'm trying to do in Legacy at the time. A bench depth, all the defenses you can run. For now, I'm going to just do everything man-to-man. I can maybe mix things up a little bit later. Like for inbounds pressing, like I always enjoyed using some of this when I was running an up-tempo type of scheme. We can do this after the basket. 1-2-1-1 zone press was a big one for me. We can fool with some of that because that's what Bruce Pearl ran when he was at Tennessee. So we can do that here. Auto settings, for now, what I will do is I'm going to set the substitution at auto. Because right now, I just don't want to fool with subbing in and out because there is really no simple way to do that very quickly unless you backed out into the main menu. But defensive play call, I'll keep that at manual. Timeout, I'll leave it at manual. Late game foul, I'll leave that at auto. Everything else, I think we're okay. I mean, we can check out, playbooks. That's a whole nother ordeal there. But substitutions, now I'll show you. Okay, as you can tell, I don't have the rosters on here. I'm having issues with uploading some named rosters. It's just not working for whatever reason. I got to figure that out. If I ever want to start a Legacy, I got to get some roster names in here, and I prefer to have the original ones in here. They still update these like that. I'm pretty sure there is a 20/21 file out there. I haven't fooled with it. Either way, I got to figure out how to get that to work in order for me to do anything else. But as you can tell, we got a pretty good team. Chris Lofton was on the team. I have some decent shooters and stuff. I got 2 good guards. But that's not all that important. I'm sure you guys don't care about that too much. Now, one thing I do want to fool around with is zone substitutions. I'm not really concerned about that yet. Player matchups, I really don't care yet. That for an exhibition doesn't really matter. What I do want to do here is change the pressure to tight on everybody. If anybody who's played this before knows that sometimes the CPU can drain threes pretty quickly, if there's any type of room available for them to shoot threes, they will. So I've always liked to do tight pressure on anybody who's got the ball. So we can go ahead and do that. Everything else I'm okay with, so let's play. We won the tip. Let's see what we got here. They're running a 2-3. What I like to do, let's see, we can bring him over there. Start off strong with a 3.
They're up by 3.
I have to get used to doing some of that. My pressing, I was able to do fairly well with it. Not gimmicky by any means, but
Number 42.
I can have success if you can time things right.
From downtown.
I'm going to go ahead and snowbird a little bit.
By number 22.
I'm a big icon passer guy.
Number 1 takes it up.
And we're going to draw the foul. Now, I'll show you what's going to happen here with the camera, or with the free throw. For whatever reason, I just won't let me do it. Let's say, tilt the Axis wireless controller back to start your free throw shooting motion. Then tilt towards the shot is release. Better free throws, blah, blah, blah. The problem is I can't do it for either joystick. It just won't work for me, and I don't know why. Like, you can't see it. I'm moving my joystick around, and it's not working. So I think that is an issue or a setting I have to fix
Knocks down the first
in my emulator. Like I said, again, I'm running the PS3 emulator. So this is going to just take a little while. Because, again, I'm moving around my joystick up and down, left and right, and nothing's happening on either one. So we'll let it do it automatically. That's a good pickup on the rebound. Let's see if we do a little post up. See if Wheezy can get the bucket. Not bad.
Number 22 inbounds the ball.
Let's close.
Check in with our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, who has some info.
Let's see, we're playing man-to-man, so I better stick to my guy. Oh, he got lucky on that one there.
Reputation this opponent has, but said as creative as they are with
Let's
the ball,
see.
I think we can be just as inventive defensively.
Let's bring this guy up. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Smith going. That's Chris Lofton, I should say. He's playing the 3 right now. So far, our shots are hitting.
Number 31.
Oh, big play. Ah, dang it. I shouldn't have took him over. I thought he had the steal. I was fixing to pass it.
Tennessee had Ohio State right where they wanted.
Now what we can do is, some of the quick plays are fine. Like we can do a quick isolation or going man, and what we can do is I do a quick pick and roll. We can do something like this.
Leads him with the pass. Number 1.
That comes out okay. Let's see.
11-4. Number 2.
Close. I'll pick one of those off here in a minute. The big shot right there. Let's hurry up. We're running an up-tempo offense so we can get down the court a little bit quicker. I'm a big icon passer guy. That's always just worked for me.
Number 5. Number 4.
Like I can move him out.
Swings it to the left wing. Puts it up.
Get to the middle of the court.
Down by number 42.
Can't get the shot. Ooh, big steal there. Let's back out here. I don't like the way that looks. We can stay right here, and looks like he's post up.
Catches it outright. Feeds.
Leaving his guy open.
Fires the 3. Number 4. Reels in.
That's a good block.
Get it out of there.
I tried to do a pump fake and it didn't work. Who's my guy? There he is.
The big guy has spoken.
Somehow that wasn't a foul. We'll take that.
It's still a 4-point game.
That's a terrible shot.
Off the left rim and out.
Oh, get it.
But they're still up by 4.
We'll stay in man for now.
Bold pass. Number 15.
Sometimes those shots get off. Those passes went right on through.
But they're still behind by 2.
Sometimes the CPU can pull it off. That gives me the green light to kind of do the same thing. We can get a dunk at least. We looked at on that tip.
What a move. Tremendous agility. That's going to be a major highlight for years to come. Number 42.
Since we're running an up-tempo scheme, I don't mind them giving up easy buckets as well.
Number 5.
That guy's wide open. Let's do a pump fake. No.
Number 2 bounces it to
No, that ain't looking good either.
outright.
We can do a quick isolation. Let's see if I can do a... There we go. Do a little crossover on the guy. And didn't mean to jump. Terrible throw. Terrible pass. So it's our ball. Finally starting to see some substitutions. I always like to do my substitutions manually, but for exhibition purposes and me being new to the game over the years, I don't mind doing auto for that. Can't get the shot off of there.
They've still got a 4-point lead. The shot was knocked down by number 5.
Easy bucket there.
They're now behind by 2. Number 32 inbounds the ball.
Ooh, that looked a little weird. It's not, let's see. Let's go over here.
It's picked
Ah,
up
that was a
by
terrible
number
throw.
5.
That was my
I'd love to
bad.
see that. He was lurking around, then pounced. Such a
It's a good shot.
Last basket was made by number 2.
Keeping it close.
Just over 10
Tie
minutes
ball
left in the
game.
half.
One of the downsides of this game is running the plays are kind of tough because everybody's just really slow.
Backs down. Kicks it out to the left corner. The last play was
So I always ran like a zone offense in a sense. There are a few plays you can make it work, but sometimes I just feel like the players are so slow when they're moving around and such. But I think there's a lot of potential for those.
catches it right block.
It's an easy play there.
Both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring
Let's call a
game.
timeout.
The Volunteers.
It should automatically sub, but it ain't going to do it. Well, that was a wasted timeout.
Number 1.
Let's see. They are running man. So what we can do is let's do a quick pick and roll.
Lead pass. Down low.
That's a terrible.
Goes up. Denied.
That's a
The
awesome block.
Volunteers will retain possession.
Okay, let's go.
What a pass.
Oh, ooh, that was a little frightening. Pump fake didn't work. That guy looks a little bit open. Let's see if this guy can do a quick post up.
Number 31
Nope.
grabs the rock. But they're still out in front by 1.
Good
Stolen by
steal
Tennessee.
there.
Not a good decision, Vern. You can't just go ahead and force it inside like that.
Let's see if anybody can get open here.
Down low.
Everybody's still running man. Let's see if we do
Number
another
2
three.
takes a 3.
I got some really good three-point shooters.
Shooting
Juwan
75%
Smith
from downtown.
and Chris Lofton are great shooters. Somebody's wide open. That's my fault.
Double clutches. Yanked
That's a
down
good block
inside
there.
By number 32, Gonzaga creates
Get down the
all
court.
sorts of problems with their defense. They play passing
Let's back it
lanes
out
well
here.
and always find a way to
We can do another
force
quick
tough shots.
isolation
The crossover.
and the foul. Oh, and one possibly.
And he'll have a chance
Of course,
to
I can't make a free throw. It's not going to let me.
The strength. He fought through the foul, no problem.
Always like to
Give him
have a
the
point
three-point
guard that can
chance.
move around, that can dribble, that can pass well. I don't really need him to be a great scorer, but if he can handle it,
Both
that's
teams
more than
are
enough for
making
me.
substitution on the court.
Looks like
Both
Wayne
teams
Chisholm
trying to
is
shake
coming back
things up a
in.
little bit with some subs.
Again, I want to shoot a free throw, but it ain't going to let me. I'm going to have to go back out into the gamepad settings and fix that. I did switch out my controller for the emulator.
Tax on the
It's working really well.
three-point play.
I like it. I'm using the Microsoft or the Xbox 360 controller. I'm not having any issues with that in
Inbounds
terms
the
of...
ball. Intercepted.
Oh, big play right there.
What great reflexes. He pounced
That's
in
the
and picked that one
press that I was
easily.
looking for. I always like to back this guy
Gonzaga
off and see if I can
struggling
get...
on defense, and Tracy has a
And they're calling a timeout.
The head coach is not at all happy with the drought they're
I always
going
like to
through
back
and told
off
the
my
assistants
guy
to
who's
find
running the
a way,
baseline on
any
defense
way
to
turn this one around.
Thanks, Tracy.
see if he can get a steal. We'll stay in man. Now, the zone defenses are kind of interesting in this game. You can leave some guys wide open, but you can also force them to
Top of the
make
key.
some bad passes, too.
Number 2 hands it off.
There's so many options in this game.
Number 50.
Let's just go out with it here. Ah,
You can't afford to spot the other team anymore.
I should have stayed in to try to get the rebound.
This game be over before the second half.
JP Prince running the
Under 8
point.
minutes left in the half.
Tayshaun Prince's cousin. Let's go over here. He looks open. Pump fake isn't working. Let's see if we can do this.
Skips it to the wing.
I don't even know if this guy can shoot a three, but he can. Oh, that's my point guard who moved over to the two.
They now have a double-digit lead.
Everybody played tight D.
Number 2 dumps it off. Leads him with the pass. The
Bad
steal.
throw.
Trying to
Let's
trick
go.
him, Vern. There just wasn't enough space for that pass.
Missed shot in the paint.
Good rebound, son.
Swish.
Way to hustle.
By 12.
Go back
Number
out of
42
here.
Inbounds the ball.
That's what I'm looking for right there.
The D was really waiting for him there.
That's
Oh,
how you
he
do it.
got up. I didn't mean to.
Wait for the
Should have took it to the hole on that one.
capitalize.
Let's see if I can do a... Nope, ain't coming back. Let's do
Number
this. Let's bring
Beats it to the baseline.
Lofton in.
Number 32 gets it right side. That last
Post up didn't work.
was no good.
The student section is going crazy.
You know exactly where you are when you hear that sound. These fans are
Ooh,
wild.
super close. That's a good pass. Missed it, though.
Rebounded inside by number 32. The Volunteers bring it up the court. They're on a 16
Let's
to
go
4
back out here. We're still running man. Let's see if we can give this to Wheezy. I goofed up on that one.
Catches it. High post. Number 4.
Ah!
Jams it home.
What a play, what a play, what a play.
Both teams are making substitutions.
Pump fakes work in this game when they work. You know, they're not going to go for it every time.
Inbounds the ball. Gonzaga has not been able to shut down the inside.
Let's see, who am I defending? I'm defending this guy right here.
By their bench with a report.
The head coach just told the players on his bench, we have to be more
Ooh,
physical
that's my
in the
bad.
paint. Don't be afraid
Where's
of
my
some
guy? There he is.
contact. Sounds like he'd rather have some fouls called than to keep giving up all those easy baskets.
All right, Tracy pulls the trigger. The three was
Good shot.
by number 5.
They're still making some shots, but we got an 11-point lead.
5.5 minutes left in the half.
Now they are going to a zone.
Number 30 swings it to the right wing.
Let's back out. Let's go. Let's go here. No, I don't want to do that.
Number 1.
All right, we're going to take this to the hole. There we go.
A little short, but he gets the friendly roll. And they now lead by 13.
Ah,
But it's
super
recovered
close.
by number
Ah,
22.
almost got another steal.
Number 25. Dangerous pass.
That is a dangerous pass. You can use different types of passes, lobs, and bounce passes and
Number
stuff.
42 has it
I don't use them as often as I probably need to. That's a good rebound. Nobody boxed out on that one.
It's too easy. The D's got to get on him before he
Oops.
gets to the
Nope.
rim.
Wrong guy. Let's go over here.
Brings it up the floor.
Back out.
Skip
Go back to
pass,
Wheezy
right
here.
side. Backs in.
Looks like I got the block all to myself.
Shoots the turnaround. Got it.
That's pretty much like an option offense there.
37 to 24.
Oh, so close.
Doubled up.
Oh, he's wide open.
Shoots from the post. The shot is
I guess that's my fault. I should have been back there. I don't know.
But they're
I think my
still down
center, I think I
by
have, if we go back and look, if you go here, go to coaching and go to zone substitutions. And if you go to, it's here somewhere, my 1-2-1-1, it looks like my center is supposed to be back there, but for whatever reason he wasn't, who knows. That's what you get for running a press. Sometimes they're going to give up easy
Number
buckets.
4 inbounds the ball. Just over 4 minutes
Let's
left in the
go.
half.
Let's bring this guy up a little bit.
Number 1 backs in.
He is covered pretty well,
Number 4
or defended. I'm using football terminology.
on the corner.
Nobody is open. Let's go
Number
back
12
here.
Passes it to the right side. Right wing. Crosses it over.
Let's see if we can get this to Wheezy. We'll back it out here.
Number 5
Looks like we got no choice.
throws it up. Can't hit the three-pointer.
Just a bad
They
possession.
still have an 11-point lead. Number 22 goes up. Cuts the
Yeah,
lead
it's
to
a good play.
single digits. They make it a single-digit
Got it back
game.
down to 9. We're back to a 2-3.
Takes it up. Tip.
That's a good block. I'm surprised he blocked it, to be honest.
Break is on.
I thought I got him off his
Number
feet off that.
22 goes up.
That's a good block right there.
Number 1 grabs it. Quick
I thought I got him off his feet with the
defensive reaction, changed the
pump fake and
That's what
wasn't enough.
great defenses do.
Let's
Contest
see.
every
Again,
shot.
I'd love to be able to like run a play here, but the plays of this game aren't all that great.
Backs down.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
25 pulls it in.
Good
And it's
defense,
picked
though.
up by Tennessee.
Oh, the
Ah, terrible.
quick
I
hands.
didn't mean to do that.
Even knew what hit them. He made off with that
I got a
one.
big guy on me, so there's got to be a matchup somewhere.
Number 4 catches it. Right wing.
Oh, I thought I could do a spin move. I need to figure out how to do that. Let's go back here.
Number 4 backs him down for
He is
3.
open.
Can by number 12.
Again, a lot of my base offense is just getting the ball down in the block.
Number 50 goes up.
Way easy shot there. Is to get somebody down the block and then just adjust accordingly. Either take it to the hole off a post move or just dish it out to the opposite side for a 3. But I've run other offenses in the past.
Number 1 backs in.
I don't know if this guy's got good post, but he's doing good so far with it.
They take a 12-point lead. Number 22 tosses it up
2
court.
minutes
Ah.
remaining.
Easy
2
look.
minutes.
I didn't mean to take him over either. I needed that player lock thing.
He's got 20.
So 42, we're running an up-tempo scheme, and we're pressing a lot.
Number 5.
That's a terrible
Number 1.
shot selection.
Long rebound.
Let's give it back to Woolridge here.
Dishes it to the baseline. From in
No,
close,
that's behind the...
ball will land out of bounds after the
Didn't mean to do
third
that.
shot.
Woo!
Substitution on the
Finally,
court.
take some players out.
Substitution on the court.
My substitution, and I'll get into this down the road if I play any more of this, which I'm sure I will. When I go to substitution, a lot of times I'll take a guy out when it gets like below 85% on the energy. That's when I know he's kind of gassed. But for whatever reason, he's still got Wheezy in there and Woolridge and some other guys are gassed. And I'm curious to see how long it takes for these guys to get back up on their energy. A lot of that's based on that original setting, that slider I was showing you earlier. I really don't want to run a press right now or a zone defense.
Out left. Number 25 from the wing.
Easy rebound there.
1:23 left in the
Press
first
it,
half.
push it, push it.
Oh, not real good shot
There we go.
selection, Vern. They've got to exercise a
Little lead pass.
Move the ball
I saw him coming through the lane. Good defense there.
And it's scooped up by number 1. Such great instincts. He knew exactly where the ball was going.
Ooh, no, I didn't mean to go to him. Let's go here.
To the top of the key.
Now let's go quick isolation. Get everybody separated here a little bit. Yeah, quick isolation. Let's do a pick and roll. I don't think he's going to have a whole lot of room to work with.
Number 2. Passing right side. Shot clock dwindling.
The guard is open, so I got to give it to him.
From beyond the arc. It was nailed by number 2. He's shooting 80% from downtown.
Ah, so close.
Number 2.
I've ran slow tempo, up tempo, various types of things. I always work around my roster. Really no different than what I do in 06 at times, but I can force a particular scheme on a team and try to make it work too. Sometimes you have no choice but to adjust to the roster
Number 31.
when you got a limited team, like when you're starting out in legacy mode with a really bad team.
Number 15. Puts it up. Misses.
I don't know if they gave me the rebound for that one or not. We got a huge lead though, up 15. You got to remember Tennessee's got a lot more talent than Gonzaga does this, at least this particular season. You go to coaching settings, and again, you can adjust this on the fly if you wanted to. One thing I may want to fool around with is if I got a good enough lead, I may try to do some zone stuff. But I don't need to change any of this. I'm fine with it.
We're all set to begin the second half.
Let's get back at it. There again, the ball. First, this half. Who am I supposed to defend?
Inbounds it to start
Let's
the
go
second
here.
half. Let's send it down to Tracy Wolfson.
We got this big old white guy right here. Take me to the hole, son. Ooh, good pump fake.
Was going to change things in a way to make sure that doesn't happen.
Good little
He
lead
continued
pass
by
there.
saying that his players responded best when they played out of their comfort zone. By mixing things up,
He should be able to make these free throws again. I'd like to be able to do it myself, but it won't let me, but that's okay.
Okay, Tracy. We'll see if he got the message across.
Just ain't going to let me do it. We got to sit here and wait 10 seconds.
Knocks down the first one.
I figured he'd make it. Chris Lofton was always an amazing free throw shooter. Let it do its thing here.
And he'll come away 1 of 2. Takes it up.
Good little offensive rebound by Chisholm. I got to get these rosters fixed, though. Wide open. Where was my center? I guess that was me controlling him.
But they still trailed.
That's my bad.
16.
Let's see. We'll go over here.
Number 1.
Try to do a pump fake.
Drops in the floor. He's 4th for 6th for the game. Number 15.
Get back on D. And also, when it comes to 15-minute quarters, I've always liked the overall length of it. just in terms of how long it takes to finish a typical game. Oh, another good pump fake. Always go for those.
Number 1 inbounds the ball.
Go here, and this guy's wide
Number
open.
2 has it far side.
And I missed it.
That last tray, no good.
Everybody back out. Back up, play deep. Who am I on? Who am I guard? This guy right here. Okay. Nope. This other guy right down here.
With the crossover.
Should I go for the steal? Nope, better not.
Bounce pass, left wing. Number 2 catches it on the low block.
Thankfully, he missed it. I don't know if I played a part in that. They're going back to a 2-3. This guy's open, and wow, he is wide open. We'll take it.
First-class body control. Not a lot of players have that kind of style. And he seems
I tried to do the alley-oop, but it didn't work. Pump fake worked there. So I'm up 20. So maybe I did play on MOP and I didn't realize it. Again, I couldn't remember.
And Tracy is near their bench.
I'll gladly move that up if needed. I shouldn't be beating it by 20 as is. Oh, dang it. I thought I had the steal. I was taking off with it.
All right, Tracy.
He knows the court and he knows how to get by you.
Just a superb all-round player. Physical talent and talent for the X's and O's.
I like the game speed pretty good. It feels all right. I may leave that at 60. For some reason, I felt like I had it at 60 all those years. Let's go back out here.
Dishes to the right.
He's not open. This guy is.
Left wing. Passes. Baseline.
Somebody get open. Somebody get open.
Number 4. Number 22.
That was a bad possession.
Inside. The Bulldogs with some difficulties. Gets it. Right side.
See if I get an easy rebound there. Go this way. Go here. The lead pass worked. And get an easy bucket. So what we can do, let's go to... I can't do that from here, can I? It ain't going to let me. Let's go here instead. Let's go back to coaching, and let's fool with the settings. Let's do a 3-2. I was always a 3-2 guy. And what I want to do is... fast break. Yes, we're going to keep that at 90. I always... let's go back here. Let's put this back at man. What I always like to do, if I had a couple wing players that could really dunk it, I always enjoyed going with a 3-2. If I could get any steals, that led me to having 2 wing players on, on the sidelines, or on the base, on the sidelines, making huge plays, big dunks and such. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off today.
Number 15.
We can try it.
To the wing. Number 22.
Again, zones can work in this game, but it's a real all or nothing type of thing. Just in terms of you can get some steals, or you're going to give up some easy points, some easy shots.
Nice pass.
That's a good block. Thought I was going to be able to get it off.
But they still lead by 8.
And he's wide open. That's my fault. At least he missed it. That's what you hope for when you're going zone. They're going man. And this guy's way open. Let's go here. Let's back this down. Go back over here. Hit the corner. And what I'm showing you is like the most basic offense that I've ever ran. Just post, inside, out type of stuff. Wow, good shot. I think that was halfway my fault.
Number 50 didn't sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game.
See if I can get a rebound here.
No good.
I timed that one terribly.
Last shot missed by number 22.
Let's see if we can push it. It's a little crowded in the middle, so let's go here.
Number 2 bounces it to the right wing.
And nobody's open. Let's do a quick isolation.
Feeds right corner. Number 34.
Let's see if we do a little post up right there.
They're in front, 63.
So I've been able to dominate with guards, big men, it just, you name it. You could do it in this game.
Top of the key.
See if we can defend a 3 on my side here. Always, when I'm running a zone of some sort, I always want to control one of the wing players on the, just try to stop any type of three shots. But then you got plays like that where, you know, they're just going to make them.
They're now down by 19.
The instant replays in this game are pretty good.
Number 32 inbounds the ball.
Let's see. Let's go here. In here.
Number 34.
Wide open.
To the wing.
But he missed it.
Was no good by number 5. Still a 19.
Yeah, charge. Good job, Al. Love drawing charges in this game. So much fun. If you time it right. That's good. We're bringing in some fresh bodies. Got PJ Prince in there. Smith is in there. Let's see. Ooh, a little spin move. Let's go over here. Pump fake. Nope, that didn't work. Ooh, they're doing a little pick and roll action right there.
Outright. Backs in. Skip pass. Right wing.
I thought he looked open, but he couldn't make the shot.
Gonzaga is really struggling. Leads him in.
When you're running a zone, you can see stuff like that. Of course, when I'm doing a fast break or I'm not going after offensive rebounds a whole lot, or I am, I should say, according to my coaching settings, you can give up some each. So it's a yin-yang situation with your coaching sliders, which I love. Just gives a whole layer of depth to your strategy. Good play right there.
The D was really waiting for him there.
Oh,
keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then
just get a little pick and roll action right there. There's so many little things you could do in this game that I forgot.
Number 12 dishes it to the left.
I'll run my normal stuff. I don't even think this guy can shoot threes. When I thought.
Number 32 corrals the miss inside.
Good block there. I should have pump faked.
It seems like nothing can destroy this guy, but he will destroy you in a heartbeat.
Passes to the right. Number 50.
Wide open. He missed it though, thankfully. We can get up and down the court a little bit.
Might have liked, but it was a pretty open look, so it's tough to fault him.
Bounces it to the wing.
Somebody help me out here. Let's do a pick and roll. Do here.
Number 32 catches it.
Get in there. Not bad. Looked kind of goofy, but we got it in. Terrible throw. Terrible pass. We'll take it. It's that pressure.
Substitution. I'm going to make some substitutions.
With my tempo, and I'm not actually doing crazy tempo if you kind of look at it. I mean, if I'm not doing Paul Westhead type stuff, but tempo's pretty good. But I should be able to score in the 80s if I'm doing my job correctly.
The reverse.
Reverse. I didn't mean to do a reverse.
You have to protect the lane.
Wasn't expecting him to make that type of shot.
The big guy has spoken. Backs down. Number 4 launches it to the other end. Good job on the layup.
Good little play there.
He's 1 for 2 for the game. The Bulldogs.
Good play there.
Stolen by number 23. Dumps it to the paint.
I need to figure out the alley-oop. For some reason, I thought it was L2 in square. Maybe I'm wrong. I need to figure that out.
He's going to let his team have it. He just can't be happy with the run that they've had just now.
Nobody to defend on my end.
Number 42 fires.
Miss it. I was wide open. I love the snowbird if possible. In this type of offense, I like to do. If I'm doing a lot of pressure-related stuff, I don't mind doing it.
The quick shot. Gonzaga is really struggling.
Get back. Oh, that's a charge. Somebody call it.
Number 2 finished nicely down low on that last shot.
Boy, is he ever hard to defend down low. He's got
Let's see. Let's go over here. There we go. Broke the press. Back out. Nobody. Let's see if we can get this guy going.
Number 33.
I could do a play there.
Baseline. Number 25 backs him down. Dishes it to the high post.
Nobody is open. Let's see if we can go. That's how you do the spin move.
Nice little crossover. Number 25.
And one. That was a terrible possession.
No three-point opportunity.
We'll let him do his thing here while I take a sip because, again, I can't do any type of free throw myself. I got to get that fixed.
He misses the first.
Number 25. I'm trying to think of who that was. Don't really remember. I wish I had the names in there. I'll get that figured out eventually. Apparently, I can't just insert the correct folder of the rosters into the save data folder and it just works automatically. Apparently, there's more to it than that. I'm doing something wrong. I had no issues with it when I was doing NCAA 14 rosters, but let's go here. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
And it's controlled by Gonzaga.
I'd love to see that. He was lurking around, then pounced.
See if I can get a steal here.
Burn.
Dumps it inside. Number
Easy bucket there.
Number 33 inbounds the ball.
Get down.
Number 23.
Bad.
Out left. The
Clumsy.
Bulldogs need to find some answers here.
I like how he gets himself into defensive position
At the right place. At the right
Nice little
time.
rebound there. Let's see. Let's go. What do we have here? Press, pick and roll. Do a quick post up.
Pass. Baseline.
Let's see if we can take him to the hole.
Backs down.
Get on the block.
From the left block. Grab
And you
by
got,
number
like I said,
50.
different type of moves you can run off the post. I forgot all of them, to be honest.
Number 42. Number 34.
Full court pass.
Fires at the whole length.
Nobody is there. Let's go
Leads
here.
him with the pass.
And one.
Got fouled.
I saw him coming through the lane, so I figured I'd throw it to him.
A superior effort to fight through
Substitution
the
on the
foul
court.
and put it down. Strong move, Vern.
Number 33, I think that is Big Williams. Oh, what was his first name? Got to remember, this is like 13 years ago when they played at Tennessee. Big old guy. He's a good ball player for us coming off the bench. He was like a 400-pounder when he came in, and they slimmed him down, turned him into a good little player.
Three-point play. About 4.5 minutes left in the second half.
I want to play zone. I don't know why
Gets
it's,
it out left. No good on the last layup by number
why it's not
25.
doing it. Dang it, it didn't work.
And it's gathered up by number 42. Number 22 brings it up. Number 5.
I need to figure out how to do my oops.
Number 23.
I'll figure it out.
Inbounds the ball.
I need to definitely figure it out because it's a whole lot of fun to run alley-oops in this game. Everybody's kind of winding down here.
Number 33 backs in. Number 42.
Just a little isolation post didn't work, but we got the steal.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He pounced in and
You do a
picked
full
that one
court
off easily.
or half-court passes there. I should have shot that. I don't know if JP can shoot, though. I forgot. I don't think he can shoot all that well.
Corner.
Let's do a quick post up. Somebody hook me out here.
Skips it to the left block. Number 34
Good block.
With the
They didn't bite the fake.
Can't finish at the rim. They still have
Wide
a
open. He took the shot. That's what you get for running zones sometimes. You're going to get those. And if that really aggravates you, you may not want to do much zone in this game. You may have to do nothing but man.
Number 34 passes it to the wing.
Let's go back to Childress here. Let's go here.
Backs down.
Can this guy shoot a 3?
Has it. Left corner. That last tray, no good. Number 34.
Wow, another great block.
Spiked down.
They're killing us on the box.
Left in the game. To the rim. Number 22.
Try to go for the charge. It didn't work.
State Farm drive of the game.
This guy is fun to watch for.
They're coming back.
Number
We're only up
33
12 at this
inbounds
point.
the ball. Number 30 to put an end to the run.
Hey, you missed it. Come on,
Down
JP.
the rebound. The Bulldogs are really struggling. The crossover dishes.
And wide
outside.
open.
Number 5. He snatches
I'm going to have to go
it
back to
under.
man. Let's go. I guess we're going to have to do that. Let's go back to settings. Let's do man. Going forward, I guess. Making a game of it.
Tennessee may have made some changes just now. Tracy Wolfson has something for
I'm going to call a timeout. Let's bring some starters back.
Coaches meeting, Vern. One of the players yelled,
Well, it didn't really bring me.
"Why are
Oh,
you
it brought
rushing
in a bunch of
so much,
backups.
guys?" A point coach reiterated. He
They
told
must think
them,
the game
"Slow
is over.
things
I'm only
down and chew up the
2 minutes.
shot
I guess we need to
clock
chew some
every
clock.
possession."
We could do that.
2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes. PA announcer.
Number 32.
7-6. A little congested down there.
Missed it, but 8 feet
Probably not the
out.
best idea.
But they're still out in front by 10.
We'll run man. This is where I would prefer to have my substitutions set to manual, where you can put your starters back in, because apparently the game doesn't think I need my starters in there.
Just because he's in tight doesn't mean you have to give up the easy deuce.
Hopefully, looks like they're not going to do any late game fouling, which is good. Well, I didn't score as much in the second half as I thought I would, but I like the score. I think it's realistic, you know, just in terms of how many points you can put up in 15-minute quarters. I've always liked the 15-minute length, regardless of which type of style I would run.
Number 32 backs in, releases.
I didn't know if that guy could score
By number 15.
or shoot a three or not. Looks like he can't.
Even two.
Wide open.
Puts it up. Touch the lead
Here it
to
comes.
single digits.
He's too good a shooter to be left
And
alone
we're going to do some late game fouling. This is going to take a whole lot longer than it needs to. There we go. Put some starters back in. Be smart.
Substitution on the court. Number 1 inbounds the ball.
Got to run around.
Number 2 has picked up his
Took up a few seconds, but this may take a while. That's the 6th personal, so one more get us to the line.
This game's out of reach.
Number 2 gets whistled for a foul. That's his third bonus here.
So this next 32 seconds is going to take a while. I want to shoot a free throw and ain't going to let me.
And that's why they did
So I
it.
hope you've enjoyed this. It's a nice little change of pace. I'm thankful for a lot of the people who have chimed in on that last post I put out there about just some ideas. And last couple of days, I've tried to make College Hoops 2K at work on my emulator, and it didn't. Then I finally figured out why. I had a bad roster file in there, and it caused everything to freeze. But it looks like we've had no problems today, which is good.
Close game or not, he's as cool as could be. I don't think they can score. There's too far to climb.
Don't know
in
why
too
they
short
called
a
the
time.
timeout there.
Number 42 inbounds the ball. Number 22 shoots.
An easy shot there.
Net.
These set plays on the
Number 2. There's a whistle.
Let's go back to the line, I guess. Hopefully he can make them.
keep battling, Vern, but I think it's too late to save the game. Fouling isn't going to do them
Now,
any
I don't
good
know.
anymore.
I would love to do a legacy for the channel with this. The problem is,
Knocks it down.
I don't know how to go about doing it, because it would just take forever just to get through one season. I really don't want you guys to miss much of anything. That's why I like showing the full games. That way you can hear me just say anything and everything on the fly. Some of that stuff could be useful for you,
Off on the
because that just, a lot of that's off the cuff.
I'd love to see
Good steal there to finish it off, hopefully. I'll figure that out as I go.
they need the ball back as soon as possible.
But if there's any other game I really want to sink my teeth back into, it's definitely this one. It's way too much fun, especially when you get into Legacy.
No good on the
Missed a
court.
shot. That's Chris Lofton. Come on, brother.
Take it up court. Number 22, the 3 ball. He grabs the rebound.
That's a good shot. I thought I was going to be able to block it there.
Way to scramble for that bucket. It was all
Run
set up
around,
by
run
his
around.
footwork on the offensive glass.
Number 31. That's his third personal foul.
Ended up being a close game. Kudos to Gonzaga coming back and making something of it.
In the agony by fouling, because this game's out of reach.
Make some free throws, then it won't be, or it will be out of reach, but there you go. Go up 7. That's a 3-possession game with 7 seconds. They shouldn't be able to win this one. I want to shoot a free throw.
Gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball.
Everybody back off. There's no point doing any pressing.
Inbounds the ball.
And he's wide open. That's my guy. Of course, they go to the guy who I'm supposed to be defending. And we finally won. Good deal. So again, the final score is 76-71. Pretty normal score.
76-71. And now it's time to show you our player of the game.
Oh, I forgot who our point guard was. Ramar Smith. I think that's who that is. Ramar Smith. Had a good little game. Done a little bit of everything, but points was the big thing for him. He played a lot of two-guard. That helped.
Quickly go to Greg Gumbel in the studio.
Oh, I forgot about all this. This is cool.
Game-changing performance.
Completely forgot.
Everyone to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel, and we're set to bring you the Pontiac game-changing performance. Momentum is everything in college basketball, and this game hinged on one big momentum swing. The Tennessee Volunteers jumped off to a big run after knocking down this.
And they
shot
show
to
that
take
play of
control
all of them.
the game. With the energy and tempo from the run, they were able to parlay it into a victory.
Thank you, Greg.
Didn't show a whole lot there.
Tracy Wolfson and Bill Raftery. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of college hoops on 2K Sports.
Okay, well, we can look at stats and stuff. I don't think it'll make a difference here. Just looking here, their percentage was way high. I mean, they done a good job shooting the ball. We didn't as much, but this other, it's an exhibition game, so I really don't care about hardly any of this. But as you can tell, we have a whole lot better roster than they do. So beating them by 5, I'm perfectly fine with that, especially for this being my first game played in forever. So I hope you enjoyed all of this. If there's any game that I really wouldn't mind sinking my teeth into, again, like I said before, this would be it because there's just so much you can do with this. It's a whole lot of fun. And I look forward to playing more of it. I'm sure you will too. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.